What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check this out. This Iman Vellani actress, this chick that plays Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, I'm starting to like this actress, all right? I'm starting to like her. I don't like her show, okay? I didn't like the show. I couldn't finish it, and I didn't like the movie, but I like the way that she, approaches all of these topics and everything that's going on with her. They put a microphone in her face and she gives a great answer to whatever it is that she's answering. Now, this is, of course, very early on. We don't know if this chick is like super woke at the end of the day, but so far, so good. She seems like she's a real one. Like she just gives it to you straight, 100. Okay. Hey, this is what I think. You know what? This is what it is. I like that about her. Like the situation with, what was it? The box office. She's asked a question about the box office. They bring this to an actress. What do you think about the box office? She's like, what are you talking to me about that for? You can take that over to Bob Iger, man. Go talk to Bob Iger about that. I'm an actress. All right. My job is to act. I get a script. I read that. You want to talk to me about the character? You want to talk to me about how I enjoy playing the part and all of that stuff, how I thought the best way to bring her to life and all of that? Yeah, you could ask me about that. That's the box office. That's somebody else, man. That's not me. And she's right. Like, that's a Kevin Feige question. Like, why are you talking to me about that? That's like Nia DaCosta. Maybe you could talk to Nia DaCosta about that, or Bob Iger. Don't be bringing that to the actress. That's dumb, But in this situation right here, right? Very straightforward, very simple answer. And she's 100% right. All right. And it says here, this is on comicbookmovie.com. The Marvel star Iman Vellani believes Marvel Studios needs to make the audience care about their characters. Imagine that. Yeah, it could have knocked me over with a feather. Wow. So simple, right? Like Kevin Feige, maybe you should start listening to this chick. She seems to know a little bit more than all the people writing your content. Make the audience care about the characters. It's like, man. And that's the answer to all of these cats' problems. That's the answer over there at Lucasfilm too. That's the answer with Marvel. That's the answer with DC. That's the answer with everything. You gotta care about the characters. You gotta care about the characters. Listen, I guarantee you, there are films that you absolutely love, and they don't have all the splashy special effects. It doesn't have all of the big name actors or whatever, but you care about the character that's on the screen, and that's why you like that movie. And you could put that character in any situation. It doesn't matter. Hey, I'll watch that character. I was telling a friend about this. When it comes to characters that I love Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay, Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow. I would watch Captain Jack Sparrow do anything, because I love the character and the way Johnny Depp brought him to life. I love that character. That's an awesome, well-written, well-developed character. I love him. And it's like, look, I'll watch Captain Jack Sparrow, do anything out there. You can put him in any movie. I'm there because I like the character and I want to see what he's going to get into next. And that's the thing. If you make people care about the characters, they will show up. They will show up. You can put the character in whatever movie you want to put him in, and people will show up. People will actually be like, all right, yeah, I'm interested in this, because I like this character. That's why they keep talking about bringing Robert Downey Jr. back so badly as Tony Stark. Why? Because people like the character. This is why I always say Kevin Feige was lucky, because early on, he had real filmmakers. He had real actors like Robert Downey Jr. that could step into a role and make the audience, care, okay? To make the audience care about the character, okay? You got good actors, you got good writers, you got good directors. They're consummate filmmakers, consummate professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. Hey, let's make this happen. And they step in and they do an amazing job. And all of a sudden, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the biggest thing in the world. And again, it just starts with something as simple as making the audience care. That's all you got to do. But again, Kevin Feige is still scratching his head trying to figure out phase 5. I don't know, man. Should we bring in Dr. Doom? Man, should we just leave Kang? What should we do? Again, you just got to make the people care, bro. That's it. You just got to make the audience care. Focus on the audience. Focus on your consumers. All right? We've been saying it this entire time.
Listen to the fans.
The fans will lead you in the right direction. All you got to do is listen to them. But again, they don't want to listen to us. But maybe they'll listen to Iman Vellani. Let's go ahead and see what she has to say. The Marvel star Iman Vellani was asked what she believes Marvel Studios needs to do to reignite Avengers Endgame levels of hype in the fan base, and the actress feels it's all about the characters. Now, look, I don't know if they'll ever get to Avengers Endgame levels of hype. I don't think that's possible anymore. At least not the way that Marvel has currently constructed phases 4, 5, and then leading into 6. I don't think it's possible to get to Endgame at this point. They might have to just settle for like the first Avengers movie. Maybe they'll get to that level of hype. 1.5 billion somewhere in the box office. Maybe they can get back to that. But yeah, almost like 2.5, 3 billion. They ain't getting there. All right. That's just not happening. And it says, yeah, man, this thing is going to end up being the lowest grossing MCU movie of all time. The Marvels. All right. Of all time. And it's not even going to be close, man. I mean, this thing is an absolute bomb. The reasons can be debated back and forth all day. But even the staunchest MCU defender would have to admit general audiences simply don't seem to be invested in the franchise as they once were. And look, if you're trying to get to Avengers Endgame levels of hype, if that's your goal, okay, then yeah, you're going to need the general audience. You're going to need the hardcore fans as well, but you're going to need the general audience. You're going to just have to appeal to the normies. The people that are like, oh, okay, this is what's happening right now, right? Everybody's talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's what's going on. Oh, I'll buy my ticket and I want to be a part of the group, Like, that's what it is. You started talking to all kinds of people that never gave a damn about Marvel, didn't you? Okay? Nobody cared about comic books, none of this crap. But why? Let's take it back because the hype had built by people caring about the characters, okay? They got a whiff of it. They say, hey, man, I like this Tony Stark guy. This guy is pretty cool. Hey, tell me more about him. People started looking up stuff and reading up on him and everything. It was like, oh, okay, I like this character. He's interesting, And you gave us compelling stories and character arcs to follow. That's how you do it, Marvel. But it comes down to the characters. It's amazing that you got to sit up there and have Iman Vellani, of all things, try to explain this to you. So yeah, here's what she basically had to say. I don't know if it's about just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's not about the size of the franchise, okay? Like how many more special effects can we throw on the screen? That's not what it's about, People are simple. They want simple, easy to understand characters that make sense. The more you try to complicate it with a whole lot of, like the multiverse, like they had mentioned this thing up here, talking about like the multiverse saga, right? The current multiverse saga is just too damn confusing. And they've gone way overboard with it. Just, make it simple. Make it simple. Give me a character that I care about. What's one character that you care about in phase 5? I'll wait, okay? I got all the time in the world. Go ahead and get back to me. You don't know. There's nobody that you care about like that. Not like Iron Man, not like Tony Stark, or Cap, or Thor, or any of them cats in phase 1. I mean, again, that's where you got to start. That's where Marvel messed up. They just got people that nobody cares about. But yeah, she says, because then, like, what's left? I think it's just about making the audience care about their characters. And I think they've established so many wonderful characters in the last phase of the MCU that it would be nice to see them all again and see them team up. Yeah, of course, she's talking about her own phase, all right? Because, yeah, phase 4 had her. So she's like, yeah, my character's wonderful. I would love to get some more work so we can all team up. And again, she's a Marvel fan, so I expect her to say that. But again, she's 100% with it. Yeah, just make them care about the damn characters. The audience, it's your audience that matters. Not all of your woke politics, not all your stupid agendas, not your stupid movie stars. It's not even really about them. It's about the characters that people are going to check out. It's really that simple. It remains to be seen if Marvel can turn things around, but we'd be very surprised if Kevin Feige wasn't planning to make some big changes going forward. Yeah, he's planning some big changes. He's got that Michael Waldron guy. He's already the guy that wrote Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and the guy that wrote Loki. He's going to go ahead and step into the role as the writer for the Kang Dynasty. Now, I'll be shocked if the Kang Dynasty remains the Kang Dynasty. I think they're going to somehow flip that around and just make it Secret Wars 1 and 2. That's what I expect, because he's also writing Secret Wars. So this guy's writing the next 2 Avengers movies. And I don't know, okay? Michael Waldron, to me, he's like, I guess he's a Rick and Morty writer. He was from Rick and Morty. I'm not feeling him, okay? I will say that the stuff out of Doctor Strange, it just makes me really question his ability to tell a very succinct story, within a couple of hours. Yeah, Loki is different. It's a series. Rick and Morty was a series, but you're talking about writing a single movie. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was hella cluttered. It was a big, giant mess. So yeah, I question that. There are things that I like about the movie, but that's because I'm a Sam Raimi fan, you know. So I like all the Raimi-isms that's in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But the story was convoluted, it was messy, it was junk, and they really didn't do a good job, you know, bringing in some of the side characters. And in my opinion, Wanda should have just been a villain from the beginning. You know, I'm off on a tangent, but there's problems I feel with what's going forward right now with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just from a writing standpoint. But ultimately, if you make people care about the characters, then it honestly won't matter. And the real takeaway here from Iman Vellani, because Iman Vellani is a fan, you know, of Marvel. She's a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, clearly. But listening to the fans,
really listen to the fans,
is extremely important, in my opinion, right now. And the fans are saying, hey, we don't care, okay? We don't care about these characters at all. And if you don't make us care about the characters, then why am I here? You know, if all you're going to do is just throw special effects at us and, oh, look at all of this crazy multiverse stuff that we got going. I don't give a damn about any of the characters, bro. And if you don't make me care about the characters, I'm not showing up to your next movie, all right? That's just how it is, you know? So if you want to get back to those Avengers Endgame levels of hype, yeah, you got to make people care. That's just the bottom line. Iman Vellani is 1,000% right. Anyway, folks, you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. I just, again, think it's really refreshing to hear this coming from somebody within the MCU, that they say, yeah, just make people care about the characters. Duh, you know? And all your problems just magically go away, you know? But you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.